Okay, so what do you find more interesting? This or this? What do you find more engaging? This or this? And what do you find more spammy? This or this? While beautiful photos and imagery are perfect for platforms like Instagram and your website, if you're a service-based business, including these in your emails and designing really heavily designed emails will be actually doing your brand a disservice. Especially if you're a personal brand like I am, where my name is my brand. I share a lot of photos of me on my Instagram because, well, the whole story is about me. I'm the one sharing the content. However, I don't do this in my email newsletters. Why? Well, keep watching to find out what my top 5 design tips are for 2022, specially curated for service-based businesses like you. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kate Emiley and I'm a brand and content strategist and work with service-based businesses to grow their community, build connection and convert clients on autopilot. So when I started my marketing career over a decade ago, I remember email newsletters used to be all about just promoting stuff. I was working as a marketing assistant for Westfield shopping centres in Perth, and basically we'd just include a whole lot of events that were happening in the centre as well as a retailer spotlight or two. Yes, they looked professional. Yes, they were easy to create because they really didn't require much creativity. We had the template sorted. But did they get click-throughs? Not really. People weren't really interested and they weren't the piece of content that were delivering value and building a relationship with our shoppers. But my job was done, my KPIs were met, all I had to do was send out this email every month and that was it. It didn't matter how it actually performed. As an entrepreneur though, things are very different. I've become laser focused on working out what works, what doesn't work, and really trying to build connection and get more opens every time I send an email newsletter. I'm testing new things all the time. I'm trying out new strategies, and that's why I'm sharing them with you here. And the main thing I want you to take away from this video, which may actually sound quite controversial, email design doesn't need to have wow factor. Actually, the more simple, the better. But before we go any further, if you're an e-commerce business, these strategies don't really apply to you because images are really, really important in your emails because at the end of the day, it's the product that you're selling that sells. So if you're selling stationery or clothing or homewares or something that's beautifully designed, aesthetically pleasing, make sure you include them in your emails because it's going to be a really important way for people to get to your site and to buy what you're selling. But for service-based businesses, selling is a little bit different for you. You're selling an outcome or a transformation. And yes, images can be complementary to these type of emails. Maybe you're a fitness coach and you have a before and after shot, then fabulous. But for a lot of us, that isn't the case. We have to work hard on creating emails that are content rich and actually sharing a story. But you might be thinking, hey Kate, but I sell digital products. Yes, well, a screenshot of your course or your template isn't really going to get the click-throughs. It's what you're saying about it that is going to create that conversion and get that click-through to your website or your offer page. But the cool thing is you get to tell a story and create a connection through words. Yes, your emails may not be as pretty as other businesses out there, but they are going to be visually enriched with the copy that you include, the words you use, how you're actually sharing that story, how you're sharing, how you can help your clients create a transformation and actually get results. But since you clicked on this video, you're wanting design tips, and that is what I'm going to give you because design is still a really important part of your emails, even if it isn't about just making it pretty. Making it user-friendly is just as important to the design, and I'm going to be sharing those 5 tips with you now. So headers are a great way to group your content, and this will work for any sort of email that you send, whether you're sending a welcome email, a nurture email, or a promotional email. Really grouping your content in your email, it makes it easy to read for your subscriber and in turn will sell whatever it is that you offer. Dot points are a really nice way of making your content easy to read, and people love a list. So if you can have dot points in your emails, you'll be helping them understand what it is they need to do, and it's perfect for skimmability as well. I like to use emojis as my dot points, but if you're gonna do that, make sure you use the yellow skin tone because the colored skin tones don't actually work well in Gmail. So make sure you use one like this. Gifs are an awesome way to add personality and break up your email and get your audience to start connecting with what it is that you're sharing. So head over to giphy.com and save the GIF that you want and upload it as an image. It's seriously that easy. Make sure every email that you send has a call to action. You want to make sure any email you're sending is actionable, whether that be clicking through to your website, clicking through to your offer page, clicking through to another piece of content that you've created, whether it be a YouTube video, a blog article, a podcast, and so on. But you want to make sure that there is a why behind sending an email. So before you get started with your next email newsletter, think about why you're sending it and create a call to action as either a button or some linked text. Using pops of color is a great way to integrate your brand into a text-based email. So I use a dark pink, which is relevant for my brand, and it's a great way of highlighting my headers and any links in my emails. So a bonus tip for you is to add a personal photo to your emails. But Kate, you said don't use photos in your emails. Yes, but if you're gonna use a personal photo, think of an iPhone photo, a candid shot, something like that. That really helps to build connection and tell your story further. These can be used sporadically in your emails where it is appropriate and instead of using a GIF. The best thing about focusing on text-based emails is that you don't need design skills. You don't need to be tech savvy and you can just be focusing on the story that you're sharing. If design has been a barrier of entry to email marketing for you, then forget about it. Just go in and create a beautiful text-based email using these 6 tips. Some of the biggest names in the business world do this, so you can be sure that this is what works. So what do you think? Are you going to give stripping back your email marketing design a go? You can do this for every email, or you can integrate it with some heavily designed emails as well. Sometimes a beautifully designed email works really well for a launch or a promotion or a new offer or digital product because it will create that cut through in your email communication. But it's going to be the text-based emails that are going to get better engagement, as well as more likely be sitting in that primary tab on Gmail rather than the promotions tab. If you want to hear more about that whole thing, then go and watch this video here where I explain how getting into the primary tab is really important for your brand. Remember, the point of your email list is to build connection because it's with that connection that leads to conversion. So you want to create stories and nurture your list rather than just reaching out to them every time you have something to sell. Next up, go and watch my video, 7 tips to excite and engage your email subscribers so you stop sounding salesy in your emails. This is a good one if you're just getting started with email marketing and you're looking for your next step. All right, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.